Hello! Hey everybody, here's the super boss of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. His name is Julius. He's from the classic, what would you call it? A Disney short, Runaway Brain. I'm playing as Sora for this because this is the save file I have it. Also, we're playing on critical mode for it because I didn't want to pull my current save file for it. This fight sucks. This fight fucking sucks because you don't have Dream Eaters either. He, I think, is one of the worst super bosses in Kingdom Hearts history. He's very rough. All you do is balloon him. His combos hit. They go on for so fucking long. He does so much fucking damage. Look at that. That was one punch. That was one punch. We're not even at the hard part. I haven't gotten a cast off yet. Your main method is setting up balloons for him to fall over and deal with. That's the method to this madness. But the later parts are very infuriating, and I expect to take multiple tries on this. Because I'm going into this hot. I haven't practiced it or anything. I'm jumping in raw. Just jumped in raw on this save file using this Keyblade. I don't know how I got it. I think it was like for special portals or secret portals or some shit. It's a very strong Keyblade at least, so that's gonna help. But I'm also running into the problem that I need to kill him quickly because I realize I'm gonna run out of fucking drop meter because the other drops back. I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Yeah, send these after him. Once he starts getting a little lower, around now I believe, he's gonna start doing his shitty phase. The phase in which this fight becomes very unbearable. I hope I'm not overselling it. Alright, so here's where he sucks. They just give him random electric techniques. Also, if he hits you in this form, he will stall out commands and freeze them. Why? Because the developers were just fucking mean. It's the only way I can justify it. They're like, we're gonna be fucking mean on this phase. His range is absurd. However, he eventually ends the lightning phase, and sometimes he reacts to being stunned by your attacks. So I guess it's not all bad. It's just up to you to get an opening so that you can do what you do best. And just like that, you can get stun locked. It ignores combos and isn't a very good boss at all. My issue with it is this game doesn't know what a combo actually is half the time, so you can easily get stun locked in very random windows, unlike a game like Kingdom Hearts 2. Also, the issue that comes in from, oh yeah, your commands have to recharge at the beginning of a fight again, actively punishing you for trying to fight a boss again. Why did they have to be put on cooldown? Balance? Surely it isn't that, because they put in the balloon command, the most imbalanced move in Kingdom Hearts history, probably. As you can see, not a fan of this fight. It is luck-based, almost. It's like, hey, hope it works out. Just hope it works out. That, and if a boss is doing 80% of my health on one hit, which he does in the late phase, I think maybe there's a bit of a problem. I think we need to go back to the drawing board. This isn't a question of, yo, you're on the wrong difficulty. It's more of a question of, hey, maybe you shouldn't fucking do that much. That, and his pattern is basically the same. Also, he can do that. Also, that puts you in a situation where you cannot win. If he grabs you, and then chooses to attack you as a follow-up, you're done. You're just fucking done, because if your health is at 1, well, you can't react. You can't heal in time. So yeah, I'm gonna bitch about this a little bit, because it's a fucking horrible boss! Like, I'm really hoping for KH3 that they learned how to design a good video game boss. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that a lot of the reason that this is bad, the reason that this is shit, is that they had 2 years to make Dream Drop Distance. And they needed to get this done, and the easy way to do that was give this guy an attack pattern that is almost impossible to fucking dodge. That you're rolling and still getting hit by it. And he does ridiculous damage to the point where I've never seen this guy fought legitimately. Whenever I see someone, like, here's my video of me fighting Julius, I don't see nobody busting out Firagas, alright? Everyone's packing some form of balloon and laying into this prick. I'm heated because I was very positive on a lot of stuff in the previous episode talking about my feelings about Kingdom Hearts. But my feelings on Julius are the same in the other direction. This guy fucking sucks. He makes the other bosses that I mainly cheesed in Birth by Sleep seem like fucking pillars of well-designed encounters. And they're not. They are not at all. Let's try and block. Okay. Okay. Okay, it goes through blocks! I was about to apologize! I was about to apologize! Because you can actually block his moves. But no, they ain't getting any of that shit from me because he can go through your blocks! Because his attacks are so large! He covers so much unbelievably large ground with all of his moves that he can still get you! Look at that! He's got them big legs! He can reach anything. There, he landed on me. So they decided to freeze a command. What if I had Cura? Well, I guess that just means your Cure is locked. You shouldn't have had it hovered over. It's the worst. It's worse than it's worse than the mysterious figure in Birth by Sleep who would shuffle your commands onto the field and you had to pick them up. Because these, they're just locked for a time. At least if you were skillful, you could get yours back in that game. No such luck here. And now we're just in this phase again. I was so busy trying to get myself to come back to life and get myself in a good position health-wise, I didn't really have time to focus on, hey, how am I gonna get the good hits in on this asshole? And this is just a demonstration of why I fucking hate this fight. It isn't well designed at all. It's one of the worst designed bosses I've ever played in my life. It just feels random. It feels random. It doesn't feel fun. I'm in the 80s, by the way. I'm like level 86 on this file. I beat him in the 70s on my first attempt. That also kind of colors your thing of, no, it doesn't get fucking better. It doesn't get easier. Maybe you do a little bit more damage. But fucking, that's pennies on the fucking dollar when this dude can just do this to you. Where it's like, okay, his combos will bypass your block! No thoughtful play is rewarded in this arena of death. Instead, hell is what you will face. In fact, I remember how I beat this guy. Playing risky like this. Relentlessly attacking because I know I can heal through it. And that was the only way I was able to win that time. But then shit like that happens. then shit like the slide and bad hit detection happens. It's a fucking nightmare. And by the way, if any of you motherfuckers, I'm calling it now, if any of you fuckers go, I didn't have a problem with them, I'll blight you from this comment section. This is my venting time. You know those times where I like threaten to say, fucking go ahead and comment if you think this is fine, I'll ignore it. Or I'll remove your comment. I will scorch earth. This thing sucks. It fucking sucks. So much! There's nothing fun about this! Lingering Will is fun. Because at least I feel like there's some sort of chance. At least I feel I can block things reliably and figure out a way to dodge this handily. And at least Lingering Will has more than 2 combos! This dude has 1 combo! And then he goes into another combo number 2, where he's just got lightning. Oh, and sometimes he jumps in the air to literally stop you from playing parts of the video game. Like, no, you can't have these abilities anymore. We're gonna quash them. We're gonna punish you. We're gonna do that to you! That is what this is! I was hoping that the save files I had prepped here from me playing on my own time would be prepared for whatever blight, whatever darkness would face me on this day. Fighting this recolor of Pete. This man with a peg leg. The biggest, one of the biggest reaches, has no business being in Kingdom Hearts, but shows the reverence that Tetsuya Nomura and his team have for Disney. Why am I going in a positive direction again? What is going on? Am I even putting this in the video? What is this video gonna be? I thought this was gonna be a 3-minute segment of KZ beats Julius and then goes on to Riku's segment of the world that never was. What is happening anymore? What is life? What is video structure? Do I know? I don't know. I've gotten through this by luck and chance. I'm talking about my YouTube career. YouTube's trying to crush me, ruin my life, and so is Julius! Delivering moves and combos I can't predict, things I cannot deal with! Removing the abilities that I spent time positioning. All of it is a farce! That is what Julius is! A feeling of uselessness! A feeling of pure exhaustion! You feel like you have power as you play this game, and then they take it all away from you, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Any other fight in this entire game at least feels like it exists in a place of order! That exists in a place where this seems fair. In a place where I lost something, I could have done something different. Here, you must pray to the god Donald Duck that you can prevail. And if you do, it wasn't based on skill, it was based on the fact that the game was done fucking you in the ass. This has been me doing this for 14 minutes. By the way, somebody better applaud me because, good lord, I'm exhausted from 14 minutes. You get the ultimate weapon from that. Of course, it's not the best Keyblade in the game, but it's damn good. Outstanding, boost to all stats, easy to land critical hits, and trigger reality shifts. This is Unbound. And there's some other Keyblades you can get in the game, like End of Pain, that is more designed after, like, the Xehanort-style Keyblades. Not showing it on here, that one involves you doing every special portal in the game. And the special portals in the game are all based upon going in through multiple portals across multiple worlds, and it's the biggest grind ever and is not worth it. It is the most unfun grind you can do in Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, that's my true feelings. Some people may be thinking I'm hamming it up a little bit to a small degree. I fucking hate that fight. Because it doesn't feel fun. I'm just rolling and hitting a command. I feel like I could potentially maybe do a couple melee hits on Mysterious Figure in Birth by Sleep. But there's nothing redeemable about Julius aside from, hey, that's a cool design. I like that they included this guy in the game. It's a cool reference to that short that I believe played before the theatrical version of a Goofy movie. But beyond that, fuck it, you know? So I decided to be a bit unhinged. With that being said, I will see you guys in a moment when we return to the world that never was with Riku as we attempt to save Sora from his unjust fate. Hope you enjoyed that boss fight. Alright, everybody. We are now in final stretch mode of Dream Drop Distance, because the last thing I wanted to show off was the Julius fight, and I have calmed down. And I've leveled up about 10 times off Riku, getting him to level 40. I dyed my Dream Eaters black to make them look cool. And yes,
our precious bad boy has returned.
Specifically, the loadout I'm going for is going to have slightly weaker dudes, Heavy Rep and Komori Bat. The reason I'm doing these is they have decent resistances, but especially Komori Bat, because we're fighting the forces of darkness. 55% dark resistance is going to help offset his super low level. Also, Heavy Rep and Komori Bat together give me 5 magic haste, which means this stuff is going to be off cooldown a lot faster, which speed is something I'm going to need. So that being said, let's head deeper in. Ascend the tower.
Is that Sora? Sora! Sora, don't! You've got to wake up! Sora! Are you what's trapping him in that nightmare? 'Cause if you are, I'm what nightmares fear.
Come on, dude. I like you, Riku, but you can't get away with saying shit like that. You can't. You can't. So this is the anti-black coat. This guy can be pretty difficult. He has some pretty nasty techniques. One thing I didn't point out in the previous episode about Sora is that they pointed out the recusant sigil. Specifically, recusant sigil refers to the X that is used all the time, which means a lot of things here. You know, it's used in the various characters' names. It's used for the Keyblade. It's used for a lot of stuff. But they specifically pointed out as the thing they use to track where Sora is all the time. Also, this attack just brings your health to 1. It's fucking neato. So they say this recusant sigil is on Sora's chest, and then that made the fandom of Kingdom Hearts really realize, yeah, everyone has like an X bound on their chest a lot of times, that people thought, hey, Terra, someone who is actively affected by the things that Xehanort has done and was possessed by him ultimately. One of his most prominent features is the big red X in his design. And something you'll notice is that that's very important to the characters of like, hey, they have this X mark. This means something really bad. Which is also why if you look at the design of Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3, there ain't any X patterns anywhere. Which I think is a really nice attention to detail where people like, man, it's you know, let's just go ahead and not relive that. So I'm doing a decent amount of damage now. My stats are very nice, which is going to be good because we have some strong fights ahead of us. Riku's pretty much the only one right now who can take care of these guys. We got a whole organization to take down. Also, this dude healed. I assume. I'm pretty sure I did more damage than this. Pretty sure I've been kicking ass. How about Rising Wing? Alright, let's keep ourselves topped off above all else. And he's oh, that heals him! Oh shit! I did not know that. I guess I've always gotten hit by his reduce to 1 HP ball attack from a very long distance, so I've never actually seen him heal off that before. I was wondering why it turns into balls. Like, that didn't really make any sense prior. Now, totally does. Well, thank you. Can't say you don't learn anything new when you're playing the video games. I'm getting all this extra knowledge. Now, let's keep our distance so he can't reap the benefits of ruining me. This fight should have ended minutes ago. This'll do it.
Sora, don't chase the dreams. They'll lead you nowhere. Just to an abyss you'll never be able to wake up from. What? What's going on in Sora's world? Why won't he open his eyes? Is he still in the nightmare?
That is right.
Huh? Ansem!
Sora can no longer wake up. No matter how many nightmares you consume, you cannot wake someone who has fallen into the chasm of dreams.
What?
Dreams hold our memories. Sleep holds our dreams. And darkness, it holds our sleep. Sora's heart belongs to the darkness now.
Sora would never give in to the darkness!
But you feel it, don't you? This world, the nightmare, the abyss. Why haven't you returned to the reality whence you came?
No. This is a...
Dream of a dream. A twofold nightmare. This whole journey, you have been inside Sora's dreams. And now darkness within darkness awaits you.
What? No! I can't get loose!
At the start of your test, when you struck out from that tiny island, you saw me there dressed in a robe. Immediately you knew something was wrong. So without even knowing it, you dove into Sora's dream. And you became exactly what that sigil on your back represents. A dream eater to protect Sora from nightmares.
Me? I'm a dream eater?
Correct. But you failed to protect him. After all your efforts to command the darkness and protect those you cherish, it is a shame you locked that power away in the end.
Except, it's not over. I can still save Sora.
So you understand what to do. Set the darkness in you free, and you can rescue your friend.
Ansem. Or Xehanort. You used to be a Keyblade wielder. But darkness stole your heart. And the Keyblade with it. Don't you see? That's half the reason I'm even on this journey. After allowing darkness into my heart, am I still fit to wield the Keyblade? Even after locking you away, here you are, haunting me again. So I get it now. There's no point in trying to hold the darkness back.
At last, you see clearly.
You know, when I look at you, there's this memory that flashes back. A secret I said I'd keep when I was little. The main reason I kept dreaming about seeing the outside world was because of him. My journey begins here. And now, I'm going back to the real world. And then to Sora's side.
That is your answer?
Yes. I know the way. Consume the darkness. Return it to light.
You can try.
I mean, I know we've had a lot of Riku coming up against Ansem stuff. Between KH1's stuff, Chain of Memories, the baggage of 2. This scene was really good. Of just showing how far he's come. And now we just gotta bring it to a nice crescendo of him just taking him on. It feels good. Feels good to fight the classic evil man once again. His classic discs, his stando, his reality shift. And now I get to slice him. Oh, don't worry, I've got balloons. You think you can stop me? Au contraire, I have a lot of broken skills. Do not underestimate the power of grinding. You don't have the ability to heal like the anti-black coat, so I'm in a much better situation with you. And that's it.
Ansem! You're part of my heart now. Part of the light.
Ever the fool boy, and forever a pawn of the darkness!
So, of course it's not done. The Guardian is now Mpreg with Ansem. Let's beat him! This boss fight's really cool, but also one of the harder ones. But thankfully, since he's stationary, it's the most abusable for Balloon. But this still all depends on your personal skill at adapting to some of his later phase attacks. But for this early part, it's just lay on the damage to his core. Alright, let's shift this shit. Got it. Alright, he's feeling it now. He should be pushing into the next phase right about now. I sure hope so, because he's about to be screwed. Ah, here we go. His desperation move where he launches a bunch of attacks toward the ground here. He tries to kill my dinosaur friend, which I need to heal. And then he knocks you to the back of the room. And then launches these balls. They do a ridiculous amount of damage, but if you stay here to the left side, I don't know if it works for the right either, you can avoid them pretty easily. Otherwise, you can get comboed, and they don't count as a combo, and you'll die. It's pretty rough what the game considers combos. Thankfully, I've come prepared. Now we're done with them.
Strength to protect what matters.